Welcome to the Attic. Manadad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. On Arena just launched. I think I got it all downloaded. For some reason, I bought the pack bundle. It doesn't seem to be here yet, so I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, it's through the Omenpaths. Not talking about Spider-Man. We're just learning one set of card names, and that's the card names that are on Arena. And as everyone's talking about, on Arena, finally you can play Fleem, Gobin's creation. So, yes, it's day one. This is a live stream as I record this, but I guess maybe I will try and record also. I'm going to start with a standard Fleem deck. Then we'll jump to draft and sealed and whatever I have time for, because I do have to pick up my children at some point. Don't need them just hanging out at the school. So let's dig in to Grixis Fleem. I was looking for, let's see. Okay. How am I going to do this? Let's record an intro. Welcome to the Attic. It's day one of Through the Omenpaths, and that means we can play Fleem. This is a Grixis Fleem playing from the graveyard, trying to make the most of this cute little guy. Let's take it to the arena. Oh, that's terrible. All right, I'll record that later, I guess, if I'm doing an intro. Let's just go to the deck tech. All right, here we are. We are playing Grixis Fleem, this cute little guy. If you've been under a rock and you haven't seen the love for Fleem, well, it is the Through the Omenpaths, the magicized version of the Green Goblin, I guess. No green in it. One, a blue, a black, and a red for a 3/3 flying menace. Gives spells you cast from your graveyard 2 less to cast, and then also gives everything in your graveyard mayhem. So if it's discarded that turn, you can play it, and obviously it'll be for 2 less. And on the front side of Fleem is Gobin Gene Splicing Savant, so we don't have to wait until we have 4 mana. We can play Gobin, and then eventually we can use Gobin to transform into Fleem. So you can play either side with these type of cards. There's a bunch of them in this new set, and Gobin is, I guess I should say what Gobin is. A 1/1, can't be blocked. When it deals combat damage, it connives. So it will just hit for 1 the first time, but then, 2, 3, 4, depending on when you connive if you're discarding a non-land. So what are we trying to do? Well, we have map tokens, which can put cards in the graveyard, although it doesn't count as discarding, so it's not going to trigger mayhem. But we do have Knife Trick, which is a new removal spell that deals 3. It is sorcery speed, which is kind of but it allows us to either discard a card or pay 2, and we can deal 3 to a creature. So that's our removal, plus Bitter Triumph, which is another removal that allows us to discard. And 1 Shoot the Sheriff. Probably should just actually... Who wants Shoot the Sheriff? We're going to go 3 Bitter Triumphs. And then Fear of Missing Out is 2/3. Comes in, you discard a card, draw a card. You're probably familiar with this one. This plus Soul Cauldron plus Vivi are kind of like, a bit of a package right now in Standard. I just put 1 Vivi in because as long as we're playing Soul Cauldron and we're bringing back creatures from the graveyard with Fleem, Gobin's creation, thought it would be good. We also got Stock Up. Play this from your graveyard for just 1 blue mana is pretty nice. This will help us find what we're looking for. We got Scrounge for Eternity, which is kind of an unusual reanimator spell. You have to either sacrifice an artifact, like a map token, or a creature, and then you can return target creature or spacecraft, with which we have none, with mana value 5 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and you make a lander. So you can kind of chain these. I'm only running 2 of these, but you could run 4 if you really want to go all in on that. This is a good thing to mayhem. Just costs 1 black. Wekdu Midnight Hunter. It is unfortunately a legendary. So again, just running 2 of that. This is a common legendary, by the way. We got Emet Selch Unsundered from the old Final Fantasy. This is a 2/4 Vigi. When it enters or attacks, you draw and then discard, so kind of similar to Connive, except not getting the +1/+1 counters. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform it. It becomes a 6/6 Vigilance. During your turn, you may play cards from your graveyard. So, this is kind of our backup Fleem. You know, if this little guy... I'm guessing this little guy's going to get removed every time we play it, but, you know, we got to try. And then, of course, one VV. Kefka is the other one we can try to bring back with a discount here. Whenever it enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. And if we got 8 mana, why not? We'll pay to flip it and transform it into a 5/7 flying. Each opponent loses. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. Overlord of the Baelmerk to stock the graveyard and find some of these fun creatures. Quantum Riddler is another one that can do the warp thing to draw some cards, help us sort through the deck, kind of like stock up. In the mana base, a lot of lands you've seen before, but we do have exclusive Nightclub, which is this Mayhem land. You'd have to pay 2 life if you want to Mayhem it in, and it comes into play tapped, but there you go. And then, speaking of paying 2 life, we also have Multiversal Passage. Just running 2 of these. I guess I probably have the wild. Yeah, I have plenty of wild cards. You could run 4, but I want to just make sure we have enough of the basic lands. And let me get this. So let's take the old Grixis Fleem to the ladder on day 1 and see how it does. So yeah, day 1, guys. If you're here to see draft, which is normally what I start off with on my day 1 streams, stick around. I want everybody to get their Fleem fix right off the bat. We've got black, we've got blue, we've got removing opponent's creatures. We get our quest done here. Let's go ranked. See if we're the first one out the gate playing Fleem. Yeah, so people excited by the new set. I played Spider-Man this weekend. The attendance at my local game store was not great, I have to say, guys, but people were having fun. There was not a single Marvel fan brought out that I saw. It was all just the Magic diehards that will, come pay $50 and play whatever. And we did have a good time. Black Cat was no joke. That card destroyed me. But otherwise did well with Silk. And don't ask me what the through the Omenpaths names of those are. I'm not memorizing the Spider-Man names. I'm just saying them. Okay, well, we could get Fear of Missing Out started. Put Kefka in the graveyard, maybe. Overlord of the Baelmerk. No way to play that. Next turn we can Riddler, hopefully find a land. Opponent most likely holding up Lightning Helix. So, I'm not even holding it up. Fire it off. Okay. Well, may as well do an early Riddler. Still no land. Alright, this is how it goes. Oh, I forgot to hit record on this game. Well, this game will be a stream-only game. Still planning. Okay, there's our black mana. We can play Element Selk. They're going to have a Slick Shot show off. We can't even hit it at instant speed, so... Fortunately, don't have 1 extra black mana hanging out here. Yes, we could... Well, Wekdu we can play next turn if we can find a way to make black. Guess we can play Wekdu off Knife Trick. So we don't necessarily need Bitter Triumph. I'll just go with Overlord of the Baelmerk. Start stocking the graveyard. Screaming Nemesis. We don't have any life gain, but whatever. We'll Bitter Triumph that. They're going to shock it anyway. Interesting. Guess they were planning to shock Emmett Selk if we blocked. Okay, now we can activate all our stuff. Island. Do I want to draw that? I suppose I do. So we'll discard a card. We'll get the LegeVD. So we want to keep hitting our land drops. We can have the Riddler next turn. I guess this Soul Cauldron doesn't do a ton for us other than just add +1/+1 counters. I guess we can lose that. We got 4 Cauldrons in the deck. We'll find another one when we're ready, but I think for mono red, fortunately there could be a big slick shot turn here. Of course they have the shock for LegeVD. LegeVD! I'm assuming he's Scottish. Burst Lightning, yeah, okay. You out of tricks yet, opponent, or no? Oh, is that lethal? Well, there you go. Guess we should have saved the instant speed removal. You live, you learn. Keep playing at least until we get out Gobin. As I said, I can't promise we can see Gobin in action in Standard in 2025 with all the removal running around. All the lightning helices. But yeah, anyway, I had a good time. I like these cards. Sue me. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan, but I've seen, you know, through the multiverse, and didn't see any of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans, but I've seen all the more recent Marvel live-action Spider-Mans and Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. I haven't read any Spider-Man comics, except for, you know, maybe bits and pieces of the old ones. One of the people I played against said they were hoping a bunch of the, like, instants and sorceries and stuff would be famous quips from the comics, which would have been, I think that would have been fun. Spider-Man has always been very quippy. Anyways. Do we have opponents? Is there anybody on Arena? Oh, okay, we got a draw. Honestly, this is functioning better than any more recent release. And we will definitely try out Draft 2. I've heard it goes pretty quickly. Keep an eye on the time. Well, let's try to queue up again. This looks like New Capenna here. Okay, we got an opponent. Up against Saherbees. You want to let a woman know how you feel about her. Saherbees. Saherbees the Fervent. Okay. Blue-green, we can just hopefully get enough removal. This deck can probably use more removal. Roiling Dragonstorm. Okay. Well, it looks like some kind of Bant control now, which is probably not a great matchup for us. Guess we'll commit 2 creatures to the board, or let's just do a map token. But yeah, does the control usually play Llanowar Elves? I don't think they do. Is it going to be Uroboroid? No, no Uroboroid. Probably a good argument for having some counter spells in this deck. Okay, they're consulting the star charts. Dragonstorm. Trying all the cards. Okay, another Llanowar. They're not attacking with their Llanowar. Crack this. Ground for Eternity. I have a feeling they have exile-based board wipes. That's just my feeling. Kona Rescue Beastie. I'm gonna tap it. So, we'll discard a card. Put Vivi in the yard. Just stationing up. Hey, okay, we got some Gobin. We gotta Fleem it. It has to go into the graveyard to be able to... Mayhem is not great. It's not bad. I could discard a land, right? And then it could, I can play the land. If Fleem survives. They've clearly been holding back all their removals. The Sarima. Go find a legendary. They find Kona. Kona's back. And we don't have instant speed removal. And here comes Omniscience. And, okay, land is good. Just have 2 more lands, opponent. I'll be quite happy. What they got? Meringue. Uh-oh. Well, now they draw their deck. Alright. Well, let's go on to another game. Put that one down in the books. Delete. Not deleting the video, but you know, I'm deleting different. The bad intro video. Yeah, so this was their deck tech. And this was lost to Bant Omniscience. Alright. Continue to be on the hunt. We did get to see Fleem very briefly. Made an appearance. What cards are people excited to play? You can say the Spider-Man versions. We could look it up. I'm trying to just keep it, completely to the Arena Omenpaths versions. If you're not aware, so I guess they were working on like a commander set or like a aftermath booster style set, and then they realized that that wasn't going to work, and so they quick scrambled, and they decided to add more cards to this set, but they didn't have the rights to play it on Arena. And once again, I forgot to hit record. Deep Cavern Bat. Takes probably the Bitter Triumph. Could take the Knife Trick. They do. Okay. Well, opponent, you're going to be very sad. Actually, Knife Trick your bat. Let's get back Riddler. We don't need them attacking back for a free life gain, so obviously not going to block. And another bat. Okay. Well, we need to keep hitting land drops. Alright, it's all up to you, Riddler. There we go. There's our land drop. Hit both islands. Oh, okay, we got Goblin, which means we've got Fleem. No attacks. One thing I should say, because if we eat Agatha's Soul Cauldron eats Gobin, we can transform Kefka or Emmett Selch. Okay, so we've got a Preacher of the Schismadine, which I don't love to see. So I remove one of these bats. Just bring back a big old Overlord. We can get back into VV. Let's go with Wekdu. What I really need is land. Deep Cavern Bat again, man. Okay, well that might sink us. The 3-bat draw. Oh! Takes the Bitter Triumph, which was what I was going to play next turn. If we could get another black mana. We can do the lander thing. Okay, Thundering Falls is a land drop, albeit one that is pretty slow. So yeah, do I crack a lander, or do I just Overlord and Pend again? Got a huge board out there. This flashes in. Alright, let's just pass the turn. I kind of want Agatha's Soul Cauldron out before we trade with the Dread Knight. We're still at 20. I don't know what kind of card advantage they have other than Preacher of the Schismadine. Hopefully they don't have any instant speed removal and we can eat one of these bats. Yeah, okay. See if we've got a chance. Oh, they did have removal. Okay. We can get Govin and do an Agatha Soul Cauldron thing, or do we a Lander thing? We can start giving the VV abilities to stuff. That seems pretty strong. Let's do that. My graveyard. Sure, we got stuff to fetch. And there comes the Overlord. Oh, they got the Uroboros was their last card. Okay, is that lethal though? 6 in the air. Yeah, they're going for it. Okay. Huh. I mean, if I just block there, I'm still alive. I don't know how we would survive the next turn. Alright, let's hope we can fear missing out into something good. Show me some removal. Nope. We'll put a flyer down, but they have too many flyers. Well, actually, I think if they all attack, we're still gone, though. Let's see if they realize that. Patch. Oh, another Uroboros. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Alright, maybe this isn't the shell for Fleem, I don't know. Let's put some more interaction in. Consider Triumph. Let's put some, like, what's it called? Just the red kicker instant burst lightning. That's the one I'm thinking of. Put in a couple of those. Trim down a cauldron, a fear of missing out. Back up. It's a lot of 2s and 3s in this deck list. We will crack Govin. Maybe not today. We gonna do it. We're gonna make Fleem fly. Alright. I got tap land, Riddler. If we can find an opponent who doesn't get out to it. Crazy fast start on us. Played the wrong tap land, so luckily I had blue on top there. I'm not gonna remove that. Hey, all the better. It was gonna be a while before I played it anyway. Hey, we got a win. Look at that. Let's I need the option where the music still keeps playing. More minimized, yeah. Seed win. Probably not going to make the video. You guys are getting to see behind the curtain how the sausage is made here. Manadad channel. Don't think we can in good conscience keep that. That's 4 lands now. Great. Alright. We took a mulligan. We're going to keep this. We'll ditch the tap land, I suppose. We can have turn 2 Fear missing out. Hired Claw coming out the gate. Well, next turn we could play Gobin. I think Gobin just eats it anyway. There's our Burst Lightnings. Burst Lightning Soul Cauldron. And actually, Hired Claw has an activated ability. Pump and so we can't Burst Lightning. Just put a big old creature here. Coming attacking. They're gonna Witch Stalker Frenzy that guy. Okay. Alright. I guess we're stocking up. Let's get a Bitter Triumph and I think we need a land. So one more land, we got Riddler. Okay, so they've got 4 cards, Screaming Nemesis, so that's for a Bitter Triumph. And another Higher Claw, and that can eat the Burst Lightning. Eat the graveyard for no actual useful reason. We go down to 9. Discard a card. Bye-bye Screaming Nemi. Don't need the Soul Cauldron number 2. And then guess we'll remove this now. can still hit us for a bunch. And of course they draw another Hybrid Claw. Why wouldn't they? They can give it haste. They didn't. They forgot to, or they forgot they could, or they've got some way to beat us now. Okay, they're just gonna pump those guys. Okay. Overlord of the Balemerc. I mean, could we overlord into something better than Fear of Missing Out? Probably not. Alright. Guess we're just gonna warp this. I'm pretty sure they can deal 4 to us. They're GGing. I have to move to the move out of the yeah, okay, they got us. All right, let's go to the play queues. I think we've established that Fleem is not ready yet for the ranked. Sorry, Fleem. Although usually when I go to the play queue, it's just the same sweaty people. Just somehow, for some reason, not playing ranked. Every once in a while you get matched up with somebody else trying to do something janky. And they still haven't fixed this bug where it says, you saw, we were just gold, now we're diamond, apparently. Let's snap keep this. We've got our Gobin. We've got our knife trick. Kind of need red. I guess I'll take another mana. Let's attempt to play Gobin. Look at that. Counterspell, McCounterspells. Duresses us. Joke's on you. We don't mind stuff in the graveyard. Get the Overlord going. Okay, thankfully did not have a counterspell there. We could get back Gobin. Actually, not too many mana away from Kefka. I think our deck wants... Well, no. We came to Fleem. Next turn we can Fleem. So... let us Fleem. We came to play Fleem. Word to your moms. We came to drop bombs. Hey, Fleem hit. Oh, we need Gobin to connive, though, don't we? We also need ways to trigger it. Okay, so it has Mayhem if we mill it? Is that right? I shouldn't have played this for full price. Okay, well we'll do a full price Kefka next turn. Ill-timed explosion, okay. Got something with 5? Oh, they certainly do. They look like they're some kind of reanimator. They're likely to discard an instant. Well, sure. We might need to go face, so we'll keep these two. What'd they discard? They discarded an instant. Get an Emmett Selch. Now the question is, are they reanimating Absolute Virtue or Valgavoth? They go with the Valgi. Cards in the graveyard. Get close to 14 cards. Alright, if we discard anything, it goes to them. Soul Cauldron just a little too late. They duress a Burst Lightning. They have a Kefka. Interesting. Oh, I should have just shot them, gone face with that. That was a punt. Uh-oh. My meme's not working?
From the end zone, he punts it. Oh my goodness, this could be the longest punt in Super Bowl history.
I don't think I've been that excited for a punt. What a punt.
Marek, what you up to? Okay. Just they said they wanted our Emmett Zelch. So if we Gobin, we can flip Kefka. I can show you that trick. Probably not going to win this game, but I can show you a trick. If you're just joining in. And then we can pay to transform. Now it's a 6/8, see? Huh? Can actually destroy Valgavoth. Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Oh, okay. Now, fly you for 6, draw 6. How about that? Maybe we can win this. They cycle. For each card type discarded. What do we think they have? They probably would put a creature in their graveyard. Yep, they did. Too far off from casting, but hey, we got there. Go Gobin, go Fleem, go Gobin. All right, has everybody seen enough of Fleem? Should we do some pick 2 draft and try that out? So win versus What was that reanimator? Some kind of reanimator deck. This doesn't matter. So let's go to events. Through the Omenpaths Limited. So we got sealed, we got pick 2 draft, traditional sealed. Pick 2 draft. You can't use, because I do have draft tokens, so you can't use those on this. So we're probably safe to do the 7,500. Let me make a note of where in the stream this is happening at 46 minutes in. I started the draft. Only need 4 players. And I've heard this goes quite fast, so let's just... We got 3 rares here. Opposition Agent I definitely want. Artifacts and stuff your opponents control and are tapped, so that's pretty good. Scouring Storm Soul. Power and toughness each equal to the number of lands you control. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Turn this card and target land card. Yeah, I mean, that's a serious power creep on existing cards, but I think this keeps us quite open. We don't even necessarily have to play Opposition Agent. If you don't know this, it's you control your opponent while they're searching their library. So we got past a white rare. I'm kind of down on this rare. Much more in this format, at least at the pre-release, the just the big old stompy creatures seem pretty good. Blue-black connive seem pretty good. I have a whole breakdown of this format using the arena names, which you guys can check out. Just search up through the Omenpaths strategy, Manadad. You can find that. Secret Identity, Remorseless Coup. So instant speed removal. And sorcery speed removal. And we're kind of cutting black. So we can be... Blue-black is a supported thing. Black-white is... There's only... It's like a guild set. There's only 5 colors that are supported. Or 5 color pairs that are supported, I should say. So this guy is really good. This guy is a house. That would probably mean splashing. We'd be like white, black, splash green. It's giving all our villains flying. Yeah, so okay, the auto selector. Let's just pick blue, black. I guess we're cutting blue, black. So this is harder to splash. This guy is kind of just a role player in black. Treat Trolley would let us splash. It might be worth taking early enough here. Let's try that. And discard Outlet, that's good for Mayhem. Yeah, I think we're just kind of cutting blue-black. You can take this for maybe... Oh, the 6/6 wheeled. This guy's... Yeah, let's take those 2. I feel like this Phantasmal Visions are pretty replaceable. And neither of those are going to be played. What do we get? We get Duskmourn's Claim. 2 target players each reveal the top card of the library, lose life equal to the mana value of the card revealed by the other player, and then they put the card they revealed into their hand. Probably good if you're aggro. I don't know if it's that pickable. This guy, people were high on this guy. I mean, it's really good if you have something with a good ETB to copy. Otherwise, maybe I just might rather have a 2/2 flyer that Mayhem's in for black. Also, would actually take We'd rather have Knife Trick, actually. We're talking about Mayhem. And this guy, not maybe the best limited card, but I'm excited for brewing around this guy. Okay, we've got our land. Lost in Littjara. This is very slow. Looks like blue is open. I guess we cut blue enough in the last pack, which means either blue-white or blue-black are the two color pairs with blue. Probably just going to rare draft here. Go with the Saga. So this lifelink guy is annoying. You have to deal with them. Crash is pretty solid 3-drop. Temple Trap is removal. Can be artifact removal. We do have ability to splash red. Eerie Gravestone. Let's go with this. Another Knife Trick. And explosive skirt, cheerleader, with controversial art here. Why are they giving me Gallant Citizen? I guess I'll take the Drix Interception. I'm not super looking to play that. Vehicles, I feel like these are really for in webbing. I guess we could just hate draft this guy. It's pretty fast there. Alright, Knife Trick, Common Cook, Crook. Just highlight the cards that are in our colors before we get in too much trouble. What do we get? Okay, so this is Silk in Spider-Man terms. This is a Lenny Brood Recruiter. This card is an absolute house. I think we're a little too late to pivot into green-white, so we're going to have to pass that on. Phenomenon Recorder is Peter Parker's camera. That duplicates things. Destroy target creature enchantment opponent controls. Feed the swarm. It's interesting. I don't remember that being in the card file. I guess it's in the reprint version of the card file, but we'll take it. Arc Angler Skyrod could go out. Chizak, we're not playing you. We've got a lot of Knife Tricks. We should be prioritizing Mayhem. Ooh, okay. This can also be played from the graveyard, so this is not too bad to discard. I don't know if I want to high pick it, though. It's probably going to wheel. I take otherwise. I guess this is a Mayhem card, so I was just saying I want a Mayhem. I'll take the. We will take Vazin finally. Hey, and we get past. We've lain down enough. We get past the blue-black rare, and villain payoff. There's yet another Knife Trick in the pack. People don't seem to want the Knife Trick. We can take this guy as splashable. And Clandestine Work, I think. Mayhem creature. This is the fixer creature. Do we need 2-drops? Surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2 is kind of replaceable. Oh no! Still not used to the pick 2. How that goes, okay. So much for splashing that guy. And both of these can just go to the sideboard. Thank you very much. I might need Drake's Interception. Let's see. Did we get a deck? Kren, we're not going to play. Look at our activated or triggered ability. Do we have any really good activated or triggered abilities? Giving all our villains flying is not worth duplicating. Some of these might be okay. I think it's probably a no on that. Probably don't need the treat trolley. Phantasmal Vision, Common Crook, Feed the Swarm, Merciless Enforcers. Oh, let's cut these mono red cards. We've got a 46. Either of these villains. Is that a villain? Yeah, it's a villain. Okay. Probably, like, our red is just to do the Temple Trap, which we might end up cutting here, so I think we're not worried about, what's this called? Steelweb Surveyor, setting up cards on the top. I guess I think we'll take out the Drake's Interception. Are we aggro enough to play this? I'm going to cut this for now. We'll play with the deck a bit and then maybe reconsider. 3/2 Flash. It's a rogue, not a villain. It's not a ton of searching libraries in this format, but I think a 3/2 Flash is fine. And Wekdu is going to be something we want to play with the knife trick. Crash. It's a discard outlet. Oh, I'd like to keep Lost in Littjara. Paldea Brawlers. It is a villain. Probably cuttable. Damning Caress. Probably don't need 3 of those. Now then the question is, do we trim a land or do we trim one more spell? We're decently short on creatures. There aren't too many artifacts that we need to destroy. I think we'll just let's remove that for now. There are a couple. So in best of 3, this is worth keeping in mind because there are a couple like rare equipments that are pretty good. But otherwise, yeah, let's run it like that. Oh, good. People tuning in now. I'll ask anybody who's new here, let me know what you think of this set. Did you play it in the pre-release? Have you played it already today? In the first hour it's been out on Arena? Are you playing it right now? Did you watch my breakdown of the set, the strategy breakdown for Limited? And if so, how did I do? What did you think? Was it a bit fast? It's really fast if you have to try to read all the cards. I think I'm going to recommend you try and be familiar with the cards. One thing I am saying about this set, because it's only 188 cards, I believe, that if you're like on the fence about jumping into Limited, this is the set to do it with, because there's only 188 cards that like the decks are going to get very similar. It's going to be the easiest set by a mile to learn in the last several years. So I know some people are down because the Limited gameplay is not as complex. Well, that might be an advantage if you're not a regular Limited player. Alright, well, let's just keep playing stuff. This guy can tap to give something haste. Okay, they're knife tricking over there. They can smash in with the Razorkin. I'd be happy to trade here. Unfortunately, didn't get the triggers to mayhem our cards. So we can do a 2 and a 3. It's kind of a must remove. Okay, well they're not getting a 4-drop this turn. I'm gonna go no blocks. Eat your food or what? What are you up to? Yep. Okay. Well, here we go. Finally got some removal. And now we can start turning this life total around. It was that, look, 19 to 18, and just last turn it looked pretty bad for us. Ooh, it's looking bad for us again. Sadly, Knife Trick is not going to do it. Let's see if we can draw into something. Oh, well, Feed the Swarm. I want the land. Should take some serious damage. This has reach too, so yeah, no attacks. Told you this guy was a house. Red-green has some very strong commons. The 2/2 guy that has reach and is also a mana dork and untaps when you make big creatures is like pretty good. Okay, they're gonna exile. What are they exiled? Warden of the Silver Web. You can cast that, yeah, there you go. No blocks. So we pretty much have to take six and pay the ward. And then the question is, do we just remove their other creature? I think we do. We'll lose you. I would have loved to mayhem you. Show that off, but 5 to 15. It's all about top decks here. What does opponent draw? If they get another spill 6/6. Oh, this guy. Oh, it's a sacrifice of land. Oh, we can't even play this? I don't think we can afford to attack, because if they have removal... I guess I'll lose the LegeVD. And, oh, well, they had removal. That's gonna do it. I mean, we could clone our life linker. But that's not going to be it, so. Alright. Well, it was a closer game than I thought it was going to be initially. Red-green looking good. People, I won't name names, but some limited content creators were down on red-green. The very annoying thing, especially when you get off to a first loss, is this is like, you know, 2 losses and you're out. This is a very nasty variance format. It is going fast though, which is good. Well, less than an hour left till I gotta wrap up the stream. So I guess if we scrub out, we can go play some sealed. Check out the cards there. No 2-drops. Make opponent fear our colors. Lela and Huiva. So this is the one I was talking about. It's very good. In fact, it's so good, I'm gonna knife trick it. Keep them off of green, potentially. Play 2 creatures. Really not sure about Vazin. Haven't liked having Vazin in here. It has to be a copy of a creature you control. You can't even copy your opponent's creatures. Oops. Why did I do that? I was trying to click through... let's see if opponent is rightly suspicious. If I give them an oops, they might not block. Oh, too late. Well, we got another punt.
From the end zone, he punts it. Oh my goodness, this could be the longest punt in Super Bowl history.
I don't think I've been that excited for a punt. What a punt.
Yeah, we're gonna scrub out real fast. I mean, I guess let's just see if we can find. Return a villain from the graveyard to the hand seems good. Eventually, guess we gotta keep ramping. Just hope opponent's out of gas over there, but I doubt they are. That was a bad misclick. Alright. That 11 yet? That's 11. Okay, and that shows you how badly you can do in pick 2. And our prize is 1 pack and 50 gems. It would cost 900 gems to enter, but we did pay with gold. By the way, you do want to pay with gems. It's much better bang for your buck. Oh, is my brother on? He is. What's up, bro? Let's see if he wants to get on Discord. You want to join my stream? Alright, so let's do sealed. And we are at 111. Imposter syndrome, yikes. Alright. Arachnomania, yikes. Maybe you could play Imposter Syndrome. We did do Mystic Confluence here. Chosen by Valgavoth. This is a terrible pool. This card is not even in. This is not even a guild. White and black. Yeah, one sec. Get Broby's commentary. We haven't had Broby on the channel in a while. What's up? What's up? If we got Broby. Oh, we'll just continue. So yeah. Well, you can absolutely win in this format with commons and uncommons. I saw it at the pre-release. Ooh, okay. Well, this is pretty premium removal, Mothwing Shroud. +2/+2 and everything goes to a creature. It's just such a... What else have we got here? We've got good removal in white. I was impressed with City Pigeon. Hey, yo, what's up? You hear me?
Watching and trying to figure out what's going on. In the dark.
It's the Spider-Man set. But they didn't have the rights to Spider-Man for online stuff, so they did non-Spider-Man.
I can tell that. I think that in-web cards are right. You're able to cast...
The in-webs can be alright. I mean, this is probably the jankiest of all of them. Because you need to get a 1-drop down so that you can attack with it like this, like City Pigeon, to put this in on turn 2. You're not putting it in on turn 1.
Okay, you're playing a sealed here.
Yeah, I just switched to a sealed, so... Perfected Pastry, I don't know if that's worth it. Do you watch my limited strategy breakdown?
No. I was just like, I got rained out of work today, so I wasn't expecting to be playing Magic today. But so I just threw on the Nickel Bolas thing. I honestly had forgotten. And like it crossed my mind that the set was going to be released today, but I wasn't thinking about it. I've been busy, so I don't know the cards at all.
All right, well, we do a decent green-white set here, so
yeah, like
this is one that you do want to be unwebbing, right? So with 2 Gallant Citizens and the Janai and Hoppy, and then we got land that can tap for green-white,
right?
And
the 3-drop creates a creature you can in-web it too, right?
2/3 Vigilance that taps to put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact, creature, and or vehicle. And yeah, this is a good one to NWeb. So I guess, yeah, let's do some NWeb. This looks like NWebable. Could also try and splash red, maybe? I like these Leyline Weavers. We got 2 Savage Mansions. That lets us bring in another rare here.
Green, red, white.
Green, red, white. Could try to also get black.
Right.
This card is kind of crazy. All right, let's just do it. We'll put in.
I don't know. I don't know about that, man. What else do you have that's a really big fixer to try to go for? I know it's sealed.
This can fix us here. Supportive parents. This guy's a fixer. We got a couple fight spells. We got some decent removal. This is a fixer. This is the 4/3 and webs puts in a thing. I ran 2 of these in my sealed deck this weekend, and I did still hit that legendary creature thing. Despite you being able to enweb, you know, and just trade them back and forth, it still cause problems. Yeah. This I'm not gonna. This is really a blue-white gold card. I think this is a good card though. You're in blue-white.
What's your removal?
I got 3 of these. This is the O-ring effect.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so I got that plus 2 of these +1/+1 fight spells.
Okay.
I actually might be short on creatures. Let's see. 16 creatures. Yeah. That's not bad.
No.
Is there anything else in red I would splash? I don't think so. Black, this is pretty premium. Scorpion Sting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remorseless Coup is pretty good. That's those 2 good pieces of removal in black that I'm giving up, but I don't think there's other stuff that's really that exciting. And yeah, so really we don't have I guess we want to get these gallant citizens down.
Mm-hmm.
Cut this. Well, do I want the swamp? Because I got these guys that can fetch the swamp. I think I have enough other black sources. I could cut the swamp because I really want to be able to play the gallant citizen on turn.
You don't. I don't know if the 7-drop is helping you on the splash that much. I mean, it's a crazy card. I mean, I guess it's fun to play. But
it's just silly. You just like let your. It's kind of like a board wipe. You like let your opponent knock your life total down, and then you drop it in, and you exchange life totals or not, or like you know you're up by a few life, and then you just draw a bunch of cards.
Some cards. Yeah.
Kind of want to try it. Yeah. So this would be trying to work these guys in, right? Because we need some in webs.
Yeah. Cut the keeper then, dude, and just go to this energy.
We go down to 1 of these guys. You think cut the cocoon keeper?
I don't know, man.
We just keep 1 mountain. What's our big finisher? We need a big finisher.
You're pretty aggro. That's your move. Is you're trying to get on the ground and just run somebody over.
This guy's pretty solid to help finish. Well, sending stuff into the air is actually you'd be surprised how many spiders in this set don't have reach. So I guess this is a finisher.
Well, you're already at 41 here, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Could probably go down to 16 lands. Really heavy on the 3-drops, though. And no 4-drops. We could take out 1 of these guys, because as I said, just my experience playing this weekend, having 2 of these guys, I did sometimes get both of them and wasn't able to play 1. I mean, it's a better card than it looks.
Yeah.
You're almost never playing it for 5 mana, and even if you are, 5 mana 4/3 puts a land into play is.
Yeah, but you're thinning out the land. So why don't you drop one of the 3/3s that in webs over the other second one of those?
I think because I have the draw card stuff. And web is not an aggro. It's like an accumulate value.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know how it's going to play out. I was just curious. We'll find out.
I have nothing down to NWeb here, otherwise I would be able to ramp. Coming out with the Crim and Crook. Black-red over here. That's the Mayhem colors. And a Vine-Woven Chariot, which they did not pay the green for. And we just straight up hardcast this. The other option is you tap these things and you web it back. This guy's kind of a mana sink.
Yep.
Alright, this guy's one of the best mana sinks in the format, if not the best. So we could attack in, see if we can trick him into double blocking. Alright, well, we got that thing. I'll just take that out. Interesting. I guess I'll give them dealer's choice of which of my guys to remove.
I want the...
Could just take it and remove that guy, but...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hoping to accumulate some value here. Considering doing something that costs 1 mana, apparently. Ah, Rhino's Rampage. Alright. What do we get? We got this guy. Ah, if we still had our mana dork, we could play everything, but... Opponent's removal.deck. Oh, darn it. Guess I misplayed that. I could have held back. What does this do? Oh yeah, so this is one of the good rare equipments. +2/+0 flying and haste. And it mayhems for 2, and if you mayhem it in, it auto equips. I just got back Common Crook. Lifelinker in the air is pretty ouch. Did I not block there?
Well, you got the flyer.
Yeah, it's only flying during my
Oh,
turn,
okay,
that's
okay.
why. See what we get. So eventually we'll be able to do some shenanigans, but I think we might lose to this if we don't draw removal.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate that one of our shrouds got hit there. The opponent keeps hitting gas. Guess we'll trade this. Well, no, because we can return a tap creature, so I'm going to take a big hit here. Yeah.
Just a flood.
Well, is it only return crab creature? Oh, only to put it out. Well, I misplayed that. Alright, learn the cards.
What does it do?
It's only to put it into play. You return a tap creature, so it like enwebs.
Oh, it puts a card from your hand.
Yeah. So they've just got to draw. Or do we just got to draw removal?
They got a Demi, right?
Yeah, so we could. Now we got the web. If they block, they don't. Okay. Let's try this again. And web. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're gonna kill us with that anyway. Yeah. Alright, let's go to... Yeah. And it's, again, this legendary rule thing. Really something you have to watch out for with all the common and uncommon legendaries.
Yeah, it's probably worth just running one of the 3/3 guys, not two of them. Then maybe putting maybe you're right to play that big 7-drop. Maybe your deck needs that. I don't know.
Big creatures seem to be pretty good in this format. At least the sealed. So get the draw on turn 2. Get the ramp. We have a pretty good curve here. Let's see what Vita Craves is up to.
Have you done this pick 2 draft?
Yeah, I did that right before this, and I went 0-2.
Oh, you only play 2 games?
If you, yeah, you get either 4 wins or 2 losses. So
Okay.
it's pretty nasty if you lose right away. It goes really fast though. If you don't have very much time, it's a good sit on the toilet and get a whole draft in format.
Yeah, so was the draft like fast?
Yeah.
Or did you have like regular pick times?
Didn't seem that fast to me, but I know the cards. And a lot of people like who are pros were complaining about how fast it was in the pre-release, and I doubt they changed the timing. Okay, so they're gonna get that guy. Interesting. Huh. They're going to offer me the trade.
They might want him in the graveyard.
I don't know. It's a pretty good card to have out early.
They don't want you to ramp.
That's no blocks. I'm with this guy out. I have a good chance of like double spelling next turn. Yeah. Telling you though, these Merciless Enforcers, that's a good 2/1 lifelink with a late game mana sink. Man. This is not a spider. I had a really nice pool of removal. I had a bunch of black removal. I had a bunch of these Mothwing Shrouds this weekend. And my deck did pretty well, except I sometimes just didn't draw creatures, and eventually opponent drew more threats than I drew answers. I'm gonna remove this guy. Annoying. Well, good luck equipping your helmet. So do you need a land card to actually bring this back? What's the deal? Oh, there's a lucky draw. Hey, I got a win. Proof I can get a win on stream. Probably should wrap this up. Well, no, I got a little bit of time. One more game. Thanks for joining me in the attic. Bro, well, I can I've been waiting to talk to you. I'll give you a phone call after I wrap this up. So we can keep chatting off stream. Valkyrie. And everybody's got Merciless Enforcers, huh? I'm gonna play an untapped land because a good chance of blowing this guy up here. Just eat it. Mix yourself an egg and beat it. The surveillability has been pretty good on this. The format can stall out. This guy has reach. That's good. Okay. We'll just play the tap land in a 3/3. See if we can get them to use more of their premium removal before we bring out our heavy hitters. More lands down. Scorpion Sting. Okay, now I kind of have to get serious here. Out here conniving on me. I guess we'll hope that they're out of juice here. They got a trick. Nope. So yeah, you have to have a land in your graveyard to activate that. That's unfortunate. Oh, and it doesn't buff that guy. No attacks.
This guy's got Menace.
Yeah, this guy's got Menace.
Give him a free pass.
Removal. See if we can surveil a land into the graveyard to get this guy back. No, keep that. Black red, the removal colors. Do we finally exhaust their... Holy moly.
Whoa.
See what they come back out with. Menace. Okay, they're serious. They're a serious menace. Yes, okay, now we got to land in the graveyard. So, man, so close. We have to tap 2 untapped creatures. Alright, let's just hope their last card is not a removal spell. It is. They get the menace attack. And it's all over. And it was. Son of a Schmergen. Okay. That's the format. It's pretty swingy. Depends on who goes first. But there's some fun stuff in there. Thanks for joining me in the attic. I've been Manadad with Broby1 Kenobi. Reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.